Hi, I'm John Libinati,
And I'm Cleo Limonati.
and we're glutenfreeworks.com. This video is going to talk about the importance of identifying underlying causes and why not doing so can make you feel unwell. Here we are at the Gluten Free Works Treatment Guide. One place the Gluten Free Works Treatment Guide especially excels at is helping you identify the underlying causes. So here we're at the health condition search. And just to show you a little bit about how this works, we can go to something like apathy. And here you'll learn all about apathy, but importantly, you'll learn what are the underlying causes of apathy, whether it's a nutritional deficiency, or whether it's inflammation from gluten, or some other cause. Then after you learn what the underlying causes are, you get the 6 steps to improve or correct apathy in this case. Now, one of the great parts about this is that, say you see that there are nutrient deficiencies as the underlying causes, well, you can go to those nutrient deficiencies and it will tell you what is causing the deficiency, because it might not be that you're not eating enough of it. It could be that another deficiency is impacting that nutrient. It could be that a medication is causing your nutrient deficiency, or it could be that stress or something else is causing that nutrient deficiency. And this is where you will learn what is causing the deficiency. So this way, you see, we dig a little bit deeper and then you find the actual underlying cause that you can then fix, because the treatment guide tells you how to fix it.
Right.
And you've seen this, Cleo, when speaking with patients.
I see this all the time. Every time I give a presentation, people line up and they want to show me their problems and ask me what's actually causing it. And a lot of times it's easy for me to tell them within 5 minutes. I just look at them and I know what their deficiency is. Other times you need blood work, or some other kind of testing. But this treatment guide, as John said, excels at showing you if you have a particular problem. I would just say, like, for instance, we're talking about apathy. And so then if you have a magnesium deficiency that's causing that, well, then I would say, well, tell me, how are your bowels? Do you constipated? Do you have indigestion? Do you have sleep problems? There's so many other things that a magnesium deficiency will cause.
So what the Gluten Free Works treatment guide does is it takes the place of Cleo, because she put all of her education and experience into this treatment guide, so that when you go to these deficiencies, it will present the same information that Cleo already knows. So that way you can treat yourself, and then you can get yourself well.
And in this case, John is showing you thiamine. And if we look down on thiamine and we just take a quick look, we'll see that thiamine, okay, just go up a little bit. Okay, and we'll just see here, we'll just say this particular study, investigating lifelong gluten-free diet in celiac disease patients, shows that inadequate intake of thiamine is common, and so is magnesium, which may relate to habitual poor food choices, in addition to the deficiencies that comes with the gluten-free diet. So there we have a combination. I was saying about magnesium and thiamine. They work hand in hand. We need thiamine to be able to use the energy that is in food, called metabolism, and magnesium is part of that cycle. Without adequate magnesium, you can't use your thiamine properly, and vice versa. So all these nutrients work in tandem with each other. They don't just do one thing. They'll have many different, as magnesium will have more than 300 that we know of, different operations in the body. And in those cycles, they're called, where they depend on what's called cofactors. That means, like thiamine, they needs to be present. And when those if there's one nutrient that's low, it's going to affect other nutrients that are not low. And, so if you have a guide like we put together, you'll be able to look at the symptoms and say, wait a minute, I had this. Let me look at what else does that and what else will cause insomnia or, anxiety or depression or any of the other things that happen. You'll see that there's more than one thing. I like the magnesium. Oh, I got bone pain. Well, why do you have the bone pain? Or I got muscle cramps. Well, why do you have muscle cramps? And here we have this magnesium is factoring into these things as well as sleep.
It's extremely important to know all of this.
It is.
And this is how the Gluten-Free Works Treatment Guide connects all the dots between the causes and the symptoms. And then the best part is it tells you how to fix them.
Especially with diet. Diet is so important. You don't need to be popping vitamin pills if you know the foods that you need to get. Like magnesium, you're not going to really get much from meat, but you're going to look for plants. And so
and the treatment guide tells you what to eat and what to avoid, which is just as important because we know the triggers, say for example gluten, but then there's other foods that might be interfering with absorption of certain nutrients or impacting the absorption of nutrients. So once you know what to eat, but also what not to eat, then you're home free. So I'm John Livinati.
And I'm Cleo Livinati.
We're glutenfreeworks.com, and I hope this video helped you.
Thank you.